Hey guys, welcome back to Creek Rise Outdoors. I am Scott. I'm back out here at our brand new apple and pear orchard. Lisa, Corby, and Randy and I got a really good head start on this 2 days ago, and got most of the, actually all the trees in and most of them fenced. I've got a little bit more fencing to do, so I'm going to wrap that up on the last 8 trees. But let's see the work we did so far. It's really cool. This is mostly for the deer, but I got a feeling we're going to get an apple pie out of this one day. Anyway, check this out. We're trimming off the top layer of grass. We are going to put a weed cloth around it, but we just don't want to have that grass competing with it. The soil is a mix of sand and clay. It's not bad. Actually, on the last hole we just dug, we saw a really nice fishing worm.
Yeah, we almost stopped and went fishing. One worm.
One worm. We could have done it. See what you got?
Shit, we hit water.
We hit water.
Yeah, we got water. Look at that.
That's my beer. That ain't water. That's a Bud Light.
That's water.
No, man. That's a Bud Light. That's good stuff.
We should open it.
Cheers.
Notice I'm digging, he's drinking.
Yep, I'm the logistics coordinator. He's the digging hole guy. All right, so now Randy's going around. Because it's kind of clay and sand mix, we want to just break up the edge a little bit more so the roots have a place to go. And then we're not going to put compost, and we're not going to put some soil mix or anything in there, because we want these trees to fight for that soil. It's not great soil, but we want those roots to be as strong as possible. And if we put some compost or something in here, then the roots are going to have go there, and they're not going to want to go further, and the tree really won't thrive. Hang on, okay. All right, how's that looking? That's looking pretty good. Where we want to get it here. So this is grafted onto rootstock. So we're going to make sure the dirt goes no higher than right here as we go in there. So we've loosened up the soil a little bit, or the roots, and we're going to make sure that we got this kind of dug in around it. And when we water it, we will one more time make sure that there's no air pockets in there, or that the air pockets are filled in. If we don't, then the roots won't have anywhere to go. They won't go through it to get to the other soil. All right. So as you see, as a team, we got quite a bit done yesterday, and I need to get the last 2, 4, 6, 8 trees in fences, just like this one. And it went pretty quick when Randy and I were doing it, but it shouldn't take long with just me. Let's get it going. Guys, so we have an apple orchard and a small pear orchard. So cool to get this wrapped up. It was a lot of hard work. If you've bought a piece of property, have a ranch, have a farm, have a homestead, they come with a lot of work nonstop. And we've been wanting to improve it in a lot of ways. One of the ways is to provide more food for deer and for game. We really want to try to have the best groceries around. But also, remember that thing called a pandemic? We're going to have a whole lot of apples and pears in our not too distant future, and a lot of chestnuts, which are delicious as well. So it makes sense to plant your own food if you get a chance to do that. And it's pretty cool to be planting trees, right? Helping taking carbon out of the air. We have in this little grove right here 12 apple trees. They are 7 Red Delicious, 5 Gala. And in rows, I've got a back row of 5, 4, and 3, and they alternate Red Delicious and Gala. Then you need the Galas to be able to pollinate the Red Delicious, so we look forward to being able to have a lot of pollinators out here. One of the things that I also will be doing is I'll be planting some food plots in between the chestnut rows, and some of them will be a mix. Some of those plots will be a mix for with flowering plants, so that we attract more pollinators. So want to make sure we got good pollination of both the chestnuts and the apple and the small pear orchard, which is right back there. So the last thing to do is to water these suckers. Watered them the last couple of days. Now that they're all caged in, what to do? So I have a 1 hole drilled into that. We've tested these out. We had 2 holes, we covered 1 hole up. And so there's 1 hole in that little sucker. And you'll see in just a second, it's gonna be like magic. A tractor's gonna appear. And I'm gonna have all of these buckets into the containers, and I will come by with a hose in back of the tractor, and I'm gonna fill them each up twice, so they get about 4 gallons. The 1 hole creates an opportunity for the water to seep in nice and slowly. This soil has a lot of clay in it, and if we just pour water on it, it doesn't soak in right away. It runs off, and so we figured this is a good way to give it a go. And if you have a better suggestion, show that in there. But let me kind of go get a tractor. And boom, just like I told you, we got a tractor here. Magic. All right. So, I better actually put the parking brakes on. Nah, we're good. So, we got the Mahindra tractor, we got a 300-gallon tank, and we got trees that are thirsty. We got 1 oddball yellow bucket, but that's all right. All right, so I have a 300-gallon tank. I've only got about 100 gallons in it. Don't need more than that right now. And we've got a pump that will pull the water from the tank through the hose, but we got to get power to that. So the tractor is supplying the power to that. The switch should turn on the pump. Let's hope. Pump's on. So if we did it right, we'll have some water coming out the other side. I think we did it right. And then with this wand, I'm filling up each hole, each bucket. So it's got a small hole coming out real slow. We'll fill each bucket up mostly and then get to the next one. I'll go all the way around and circle back and do it one more time. That is how we water our apple grove. Pretty handy when you don't have a sprinkler system out in the middle of the woods. Alrighty, there you have it. The apple grove is planted, the pear grove is planted. They're protected from the critters. They're watered. The sun is out. It's going to get hot and dry for the next 5 days. So I'm glad they're in the ground, and we'll make sure that we keep some water on them. I really appreciate you coming along. We are not professionals. We love the opportunity to have this 180 acres in central Georgia. It is a tremendous blessing, and we're doing a lot of work on it to provide some food and for some deer, but also just to enjoy God's creation, beautiful outdoors area. So love the projects that we've had. This is a really cool one that I'm excited to get in the ground. These we will be able to get water to. We're just going to need to make some trips periodically and stay a few extra days once in a while when it's hot and sunny. So if you are someone that has fruit trees, pears, apples specifically, or others, and then also chestnut trees, I'm excited to figure out what to do with these chestnut trees. We have a grove of 88. Please comment below, and love to have you follow along, and wherever you can give advice, I'll take it. So. But thanks for joining. It's going to be really cool to watch. Hopefully we'll be sitting in a tree stand right up yonder in the fall, and maybe see some deer roll right on through this little apple orchard. Anyway, appreciate very much you guys following along. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time.